Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Sean Kid here, and unfortunately for you guys, since I did a discussion 2 weeks ago and an episode probably last week, I have to unfortunately do a rant for you guys, and I'm finally done with number 11 for the countdown. I still have to work on the other 10 parts or 11 parts, and of the list. So I'm gonna be really trying to work on that countdown, and I really want to complete it, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna do it. But what's the rant about? I'm gonna do two lead ups into the topics. Um, one topic, lead up topic one, and then end topic one, and then lead up topic two, and then end the whole video then and there. So, of course, if this video goes like over 30, I do apologize, but it's two topics. I've not really done two topics before in one video, so keep that in mind. First and foremost, let me just lead this up. Um, just remember that when I do reviews, I do every single character. I review their stats. I review like how they work in this game. I try to review how good they are for a certain character. Certain players. And you know, to to review, I have to do a lot of research. And actually, I should have showed you guys my deck first. And like, it's mainly like 5 stars in this deck. If you guys haven't noticed, it's like mainly 5 stars. Like, I also have Dorian, I have Wendell, I have Oxen, I have uh, Glenn, Hefty, Jeeves, Lady. So that's four. I said I had Oxen. I said I had Dorian. I said I had Wendell. And I also had Zapman. I also have Zapman in this deck too. And all 8 characters have missions. I know G still needs to be completed. These two I just started working on. Lady still has one mission. I just completed MacArthur recently. I've also completed Gale LD recently. Um, so, just letting you guys know that, like, if you guys want to critique the deck, and I already told you guys what cards are in here, um, explain what reasons why the cards in the deck should not be the cards in the deck, and explain like what I should switch them with. Probably one of the main things is switch all the 5 stars out, but I'm still working on missions, so I can't really do that. Um, but if you guys want me to explain this whole idea, what's this whole problem about? The first problem, it's critiquing the deck. Cards in the deck, and trying to suggest other cards and forcefully doing it. And both of them have a certain moral to this story, and that moral is, to you know act more mannish. I'm not saying that to everyone. Um, you know, be more mature in the conversations that you're going into, as well as don't try to pick out like what situation you want to get into, because it might end in a bad way. So this first topic, critiquing the deck, and I mean, well, trying to switch out cards from the deck. Um, this has its own story. I lost to a guy in Elo, one of the worst places to play in. Um, for me, it's one of the worst places to play in. I've never gotten to that point where I could really master it, and I still struggle to this day playing that mode, and I get sick of it. You know, and I started playing Hurricane recently. You guys notice since I kind of talked about it in that episode of battles. And then I lost to this guy, and I had El Zombino. Well, like three stars, 2 stars, 1 4 star, and 1 5 star. Pandagram was the 5 star. El Gascoro was the 4. El Zombino, Wonderlena, and El Cactus were 3 stars, and the last one was what was the last one? The last card was, I mean, the last three were Zapatino, uh, Derby Queen, and Gatu Chica as the 2 stars. And you guys are already going to state, why are El Zombino and Panda Grand in the deck? Well, I have new blood missions to work on, and I'm really explaining it now. And why? Why? Well, I can actually use this clip for my countdown. Spoilers! Um. But, okay, let me explain the whole story. Um. You guys already know the cards that I had in deck, and let me guess. You guys are questioning like why I had those 2 cards in the deck in the first place. I was working on missions. I'm explaining it right now. And I lost to my opponent in Elo, of all places, and got into a confrontation against him, saying like you should like he told me switch Pandagran out for Lumberjack and switch um, El Zombino out for Lobezna. Here's the funny thing. Why? I'm working on missions, and then the fact that he's trying to change my deck. And here was my idea for the deck. Once I finish the mission for a certain card, if they only have one mission, I switch it out. Okay? For another card so I can work on the mission. Their mission. And since Panagran was one of those cards that had 2 missions, I had to really finish that one first. Well, one of those cards first, so I, really could get it out of the way. And I told him that I was working on missions, but he thought like, regular missions, like, win 500 with a clan, or, you know, certain character missions. He didn't realize that it was New Bloods. And that was how it went downhill. And he told me that, oh, they're from the same clan. The funny thing is that I didn't have Lumberjack fully leveled up, too. And that was going to be one of the other reasons why I didn't put Lumberjack in the deck. And Lobezna, I thought I didn't have it fully leveled, but I actually had it fully leveled. So, there you go. So, then, I told him I just started playing with this clan recently. I haven't been playing with this clan at all I don't really need your help. And that's where it leads up to this comment. Okay, drama queen. Okay, let me explain that comment first. I mean, my comment first. Um, the reason why I said that was because, well, I did, my research. I battled them before. I know some of the problems that they have, and I really wanted to test them myself. And I didn't really need his help since I actually had most of the cards, as well as the fact that I did some research. But I needed those cards to be done out of the way, gone, finito, whatever, you know? So, that's what he did. Had some of those bad cards in the deck just to get them out of the way. I mean, yeah, it was a bad idea, but still, I still got, El Zombino's mission done. I have already one of Pandagram missions done. I already finished. Wait, did I finish a Matador's mission already? Hold up. Oh wait, I wouldn't know that on here. Whoops. Yeah, I wouldn't really know that. Okay. But I probably would have finished his mission already. I finished most of the cards in that deck, original deck, missions already. And still was able to use Zapatino for a poison mission, which I'll discuss later on. And then he calls me a drama queen. Let me explain what a drama queen is. Someone who thinks they're the best player in the world, who thinks they can do no wrong, act so perfect, think that they're so great, and everyone hates them for it. Here's the thing. I'm not perfect. I give every single card a chance. I actually stated in a UR Talks that I was in that I would put Gus over Elvis. Yeah, that was me. And I stated that. So I give every single card a chance. Even if they aren't good or amazing as staples like Glenn or Hefty or Jeeves or Lady. And I should have stated something, but I'm gonna probably do a battle episode later on. But think of it as this. If I was a drama queen, would I, you know, curse you? I mean, would I be like, gasp, like you talking to me and stuff like that? I would be more like, why are you, you know, because you're the one who confronted me first, and you're telling me to change all these cards in my deck. I would be more like, why? Why are you telling me to do all this? You know? Which ended up into that whole thing. And then I told him the whole truth. Didn't have Lumberjack fully leveled up. Well, I kind of lied saying that Lobezno wasn't fully leveled up either. And told him that, like, I realistically haven't been playing with this clan until recent. You know? And I was the one who lost that battle. So he shouldn't be the one complaining. And the fact that he's a level 40 too. You know? I'm not saying like, oh, I shouldn't have told him off, told him like, oh, he shouldn't have, said those things. But realistically, like, there's other ways of stating it. Like, probably the best way of doing it is like, like, I might ask this person, my opponent, why does he have, or he or she have Bridget in this deck when Ambry's the best, leader ever? Or why does he have Iliska in this deck? I question them why they had the cards in the deck. And, you know, understand, like, oh, I get to understand why they have certain cards. Not like forcefully telling me to change cards out of the deck just to, you know, be kind to my opponent, to let them know that, oh, I took their advice. Because I don't do that. And that's why I don't net deck either. You know, I want to be an originator in this game, not someone who just uses the same deck that everyone uses. Pretty much being a rip off over the originator of that deck. And do you think that it would be successful for me as it was successful for them? No! So, that's probably it with that first part because, realistically, if people want you to, you know, do whatever they want you to do, that's not right. You know, you're going to be an original. You're trying to be an original player, and like, you want to play this game how you want to play and you want to approach it. Oh wait, with the cards that you have. And yes, I played with the bad cards before, and that's why I had that philosophy of, giving every card a shot. You know? So, that's probably it with that first part. Now, let me lead up to the second one. You guys know that whole problem that I do. If you guys were watchers from back then, and you notice like the comments in those videos saying like your strategy isn't smart, stuff like that. Let me just state this right now. It works with some decks, yes. It works with some clans. It doesn't work with every clan. And thank you guys for actually letting me know that I'm being stupid with the strategy. Because I actually realized that it works with some decks, with some clans, and it doesn't work with every clan. But let me also state that, you know, I was successful with that same strategy in a DT, and I got like 10th place. 10th place in a DT with Uluwatu and Ambry. Yeah. I used that strategy a few times in that DT, and I still won. So, now what is this whole mumbo jumbo about? Critiquing playing style, okay? I've dealt with this numerous times, especially on YouTube. Um, and you guys on YouTube have made logical explanations or logical, statements of, oh, your strategy doesn't work. Oh, your strategy sucks. Or, oh, it doesn't work. at all. Why are you using it? Etc. 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 And yeah, I understand that. It doesn't work. But it does work with some clans. And then I got in trouble with my opponent after losing 3 times to that same guy, and after the whole discussion we had, I get blocked, and we still battle a few more times, and I still lose to him. Which deems that whole discussion pointless, but I'm gonna discuss it anyways. So I lost to this guy 3 times using that strategy, and he came to me telling me like, what's with that strategy? What am I, a robot? Oh yeah, let me just state this. I'm from the my home country is the United States. His home country is the United States. He's like 19 levels above me. Well, probably 20. But, well, 20, 21 levels above what I was during that time. And then, like he's saying like, oh, like I treated him badly because like I used that 3-3-3-3 thing. And he stated like I asked him, why are you asking me about my strategy? Because it's annoying. What am I, chopped liver? The way you're making it sound is as if I was doing it on purpose just to annoy the crap out of you. And it sounds really hilarious to me because, like, the whole thing about you telling me this is inexcusable. The fact that you beat me 3 times in a row. And your only reason is that because it's annoying? That's it? An emotional reason? Only putting emotion? Really? That's it? Nothing else? Here's my problem with this. Emotion does not get you anywhere. You acting like a little baby about, you probably beating me 3 times and still getting annoyed with that strategy, and I beat you 0 times, and you're getting annoyed by it. What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh? Really? What? Originality doesn't exist anymore in Urban? Really? Just because someone does something different, you get pissed off about it? Oh, and let me just mention that I'm not talking about people who just use all their pills on a card who does not, really matter at all, because I could probably get back in the game and probably win with the last 3 turns in that battle. So that's off the table right there. But emotional reasoning, that's the only thing you can come up with. You're you're just making yourself look worse. Realistically, you're really making yourself look worse. And then I tell you, mind your own business. And here's my reason for that. Because I didn't explain it back then. I told him this just because I had one ideal that sets it all up. Everyone's different. Everyone's gonna play this game differently. I mean, even though people give up, people give up, you know, I wish I could have a better battle against them. That's competitiveness right there. But when it comes to like battling, other people, you can't really expect what your opponent's gonna do because you're not a psychic. You cannot predict what your opponent is going to do during the game. You know, my opponent did not know that I was going to default our Dorian. My opponent's not gonna know that I'm gonna default our lady. And I might have lost. Yeah, I lost. I lost, yes. But, I. Do you think I'm the one complaining in this current situation? No. The one who beat me was the one complaining. And the fact that, like, you know, I can't be an individual just playing this game and people have to play the same way, like how Meep012 would play or Team Urban Rivals would play or something like that. You know, it's a game. Have fun. Seriously, but people like this ruin the fun no matter what happens. Even if you win or lose, and if people come at you like this, oh boy, you are not going to like it. You know, originality, being an individual, being some innovator in the game, that's things that I, really want to do, and you are. Have fun with it too. And you call me an asshole after I tell you mind your own business. You get offended by it and then block me after the fact that you were the one who contacted me first. You're the one who contacted me first. And I get the axe? Really? That's inexcusable. Really inexcusable. Realistically inexcusable. So, let's, my problem with this is that, like, I don't critique anyone else's strategy. I don't, state that, like, oh, their strategy sucks, or, oh, like, they, like, I don't know what they were going to do, or I don't think that was a great move. I just state, like, like, yeah, they made mistakes, but, they can learn from it. People make mistakes, and the fact that people have to learn from their mistakes is the way to improving in this game. As well as being able to have fun, you know, I don't think, just giving up a battle is having fun. I think that's, just, you know, competitive, like that's not having fun. That's, just, just giving up to me. That feels as if it's giving up. But, to me, just having fun, just playing this game. And then this guy comes at me for no apparent reason. The fact that he won 3 times in a row, and even if I changed my strategy, I lost. That was just sad. That is one of the worst things that, people could do. And there will be those who will, critique others for, the things that they do. And, it's wrong that, like, people have this mentality that they can get, like, a one up on other people. You know, as well as, like the idea of, like there's no such thing as having fun, just playing this game, and stuff like that. And I know I'm repeating myself about it. And like there's this no formal way of, proving that someone, can just do whatever they want in this game. That's all. Like there's no such thing as originality. There's no such thing as, being an individual in this game. Just because, like, oh, we're supposed to play like everyone else. We're supposed to be able to predict what my opponent's going to do. But you can't do that. You're not able to predict what your opponent's going to do since you don't know what cards you're going to get. You don't know what your opponent's going to get. And you don't know what strategies they're going to have against you. You know, that's the problem. Like people nitpicking. Well, nitpicking's fine, but there's a certain extent where, it has to stop. I could say like, oh, this deck's terrible. There's no support for these characters, but I could be proven wrong. And realize like, oh, I made a mistake. Or like, oh, I overpilled against this guy. I wish I didn't do that. I regret it. So that's probably it with this video. I have nothing else to say about it. And here comes the ums and the uhs. Since, like, here's my conclusion to it. Okay, here's a little conclusion. There will be people who will try to change what you think, but you're the one who has control of what you can do in this game. You know, like, even if you get all this criticism in this game, like, just keep playing. And then probably, get get the problems off your chest some other way, like probably me, probably, talk about it in a video, or, just, work on videos or something like that. So yeah, that's probably it with this video. I'm hoping, like, you guys understand that I'm ticked off about it, and you guys need to know that, like, if you guys critique my deck, give me a logical reason, as well as, come at me with strategies and stuff like that. Just give me a logical reason at least. So, again, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys understand how I feel about these two topics. And originally, the first topic that I did was going to be just, a discussion. Just a discussion. And then after that incident, it became the rant that it is now. So, hopefully you guys understand that. And, if you guys want to comment below of, like, what I should change in my deck, and I'll show you guys the deck again. Well, right now, Dorian, Glenn, Hefty, Jeeves, Lady, Oxen, Wendell, and Zatman. If you guys want me to change anything in this deck, and let me explain again, all 8 characters have missions right now. Just let me know in the comments section below and give me good reasons why. Not emotional, but logical. Again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys check out the other videos on my channel, as well as the other channels on YouTube, as well as check out Team Urban Rivals live streams. Seriously, they're good. um, check them out. Seriously, like, he, battles as well as, talks about, like, a lot of things. And, just go check him out. Like, he's gonna have one probably every day. I actually said every week, but I'm gonna say, like, every day, hopefully. But again, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time with another video. Probably the next one's going to be an episode of Urban Rival Battles with the uppers. So, catch you guys later. See ya.